Awesome. Well, welcome to October 2023 Open Concept. So, like we begin every time we meet up is kind of what's going on. So,
Moncee.
Yeah. Great.
Football season.
Football season. We just got done with bye week. You know, every year's a different year. You don't know what to expect. Thankfully, we're 5-0. Outside of football and life, my daughter loves soccer, and then Big Cat's being Big Cat, and my middle daughter just, she's a jack of all trades, which is great, bulldozer. But outside of that, fall is here. Can we say that? It's official.
It is.
Yeah.
Fall's here. But what's going on with you guys? What's popping? What's going on with y'all?
Just house projects for me. Hardwood floors coming along. You know, issues here and there, but they're coming. We had a plumbing leak. You know, we're just really jumping into home ownership right away and learning all the different things with it. But yeah,
There are some pains to home ownership at times. So we try to tell every buyer consult that if you're all your hopes in a home, it's going to fail. So at times, but it's more good than bad. So for me, what's been going on? It's been, I think, month by month, having 4 kids. It's just a whirlwind of kids' activities nonstop. Max has his last tournament in a couple weeks. We'll see how that goes, if we even play, because it might be 30 degrees.
freezing.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm gonna be coaching that, so I need to get a little tough with that. Maybe I'll just wear a t-shirt in 40-degree weather just to intimidate the other 12-year-olds.
As long as you have a beanie and gloves, I think you can survive.
Or maybe I'll go sleeveless or a tank top just to show how tough I am.
Well, I feel like every time that I talk about what I'm doing, I just have a new activity every time. So I was kayaking for a little bit, I was fishing for a little bit. I've been really big into puzzles lately. I was at Slowdown waiting in line as one does, and there was a puzzle there for those who are waiting in line. And so I sat there doing the puzzle, and it was like textured, and it was like a sensory experience.
And you finished it,
And
right?
I finished the puzzle, and it was about snakes nonetheless. I hate snakes.
Good.
Snakes are terrifying. But anyways, I've been in puzzles. That's kind of been my downtime. I like puzzles now.
All right, so end of October. I think the state of Iowa, are we the only state that calls it Beggars Night?
I think so.
I mean, we're probably one of the few. Yeah, I mean, I'm a native Iowan.
I've never heard of Beggars Night till I got to Iowa.
Oh, sure.
be honest.
So you guys didn't grow up in Iowa. So on that topic, do you guys have a favorite memory of trick-or-treating?
Oh yeah. So trick or treat. So maybe not. I guess it is kind of memory. It is definitely memory. What am I saying? So for Halloween, I dressed up for 5 years in a row as Zorro, the man, the myth, and the legend.
Wow.
Yeah, I had the.
5 years in a row.
Yep. It was great.
How did that still fit you?
Was that Antonio Banderas, like
Yes.
Zorro for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I've watched those movies a billion times, and every single year I had to be him. That's your boy.
Similar to Moncee's family, you didn't really celebrate Beggars Night, but my brothers and I, somehow we got a Donatello mask. And so we had one nice neighbor, Mr. Johnson. He's a great dude. But all of us, we would put the mask on, walk over, get 2 full-size candy bars, then came back. And I think myself, Steve, and Dan, we all did that, but we just came back, put the mask on, went over, and said trick or treat, got a couple of candy bars, went back, and that's what we did. So.
Do you think Mr. Johnson ever caught on?
Yes, he did. He's a good dude.
He was in Johnston too, right? He lived in Johnston?
Johnston, but he was Johnson.
Oh, gotcha.
So he's a good dude, really friendly guy.
Pronunciation is a little challenging, so I just wanted to make sure I had it right. So, Mady, did you have any Beggars Night experience growing up?
Yeah, we went every year, but I think the most memorable is like you know what houses to hit if they have full-size candy bars.
Dang.
The other ones like don't really matter.
What did you dress up at? Cinderella?
No.
I don't know, just asking.
Am I a princess?
No, I mean, you're somebody's princess. Peter?
Does Peter call you princess?
I don't know. I was gonna go.
I dressed up as an American Idol singer one time.
Good.
My sister and I both together did that.
That's great.
Can't sing though, so it doesn't really work out. I don't know what other ones, but
A Hawaiian won
Bumblebee.
American Idol this year.
Who?
A Hawaiian won the American Idol this year.
Oh.
Shout out.
Ian Tongan, Hawaiian.
shout out.
I don't think you could dress up like him. It was pretty easy. Flip flops, Hawaiian shirt. shorts, good to go.
Why can't she dress up like him if she wanted to
No,
dress like
said-
the outfit? Why are you putting limitations on what Mady and Mady can't do?
You're saying I'm not a professional.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
Who is this guy?
I guess you gotta go through Moncee what you want to wear.
It was easy. It would have been easy, is
We'll
what
have
I said.
applications coming out. You can submit it. He'll get back to you.
All right, my bad, y'all. I said it would have been easy, but it's cool. No, that's awesome.
My hands are up.
American Idol, love it. Jennifer Lopez. She's American Idol. She was one of the judges.
Yeah, she was one of the judges. Yeah.
The judges.
Okay, so if you want, you know your children.
Yeah.
I got an awesome website. I got some examples from that website. Okay, so the website you got to go to is DesMoinesParents.com. I went on. This thing is loaded with different events, descriptions, times. It's awesome. 2 events that I thought looked really fun is there's one on October 26th, 5:30 to 7:30. It's at the Des Moines Child's Museum. And they said, wear your costumes, enjoy bobbing for apples, pumpkin bowling, and more. So it sounds like it's going to be a great time, Des Moines children thing. The other thing was at the Blank Park Zoo. This one sounds awesome. There's a couple different ranges of dates you can go. You can go from October 19th to 22nd, or from October 26th to 29th. All of them are from 5:30 to 9, and here's the description. Roam through enchanted lighting displays, a merry, not scary, treat safari, and enjoy live entertainment and games, all while learning more about supportive wildlife. So, all of that on DesMoinesParents.com and much, much more. So I'd recommend going there if you're trying to find some fun stuff to do with your kiddos.
One thing I want to kind of hit on right now, we just got done with quarter 3 of the real estate market. So kind of a few things I think are really important to be mindful of the real estate market. There's a lot of misinformation out there. The market overall is still pretty strong. It is strong. Buyers are buying, sellers are selling. And I think the big thing when markets are changing, I always tell sellers, like, a lot of times you might sell high, but you also might buy high. You might sell low, but you're going to buy low, or something in between. And another thing too, I always highlight with people is that, renting is always 100% interest. You're not putting anything into that. And a lot of your times your rental monthly payment is a lagging indicator. So a lot of times it's, a year behind what the rent should be. And then that's how you get lulled to sleep. And all of a sudden you turn around and say, man, I should have bought 5 years prior because rent's risen. And if you bought 5 years prior, the monthly payment has been less, and you're actually growing in equity there. So we can get into more of that another day. But winter prep now, if you're a homeowner.
Winter is here again.
So what should you do if you're a homeowner? What are some things you should start doing now to be prepared for the winter?
So a bunch of reasons here. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. So have your furnace serviced. That's a pretty easy one. To have someone come in, they'll take a look at it, and you'll just know where you're at. Because the worst thing is it's in the dead of winter, and your furnace goes out, and your family's freezing. Reverse your fan if possible. It'll push down the warm air that sits up top, and it'll push it down. Caulk around the windows and doors if needed. So just look. You usually have to do this about once every 5 to 7 years. So if you did it a while ago, or you've never done it, then just look around your windows, any really cracks that there is for entrance points, either like windows or doors, like I said, and just see if you need to just seal those spots up. Again, it'll help keep the warm air in, cold air out, save you a lot of money. Okay, so this is a big one. It's going to save you a lot of money. That's very, very easy. It takes like 10 minutes. Disconnect the hose from the faucet, turn off the water inside and out, and then put a faucet on. The faucets are like a couple dollars from like a Home Depot or Walmart or something like that. But yeah, pretty much it's just if you don't disconnect it, then it can backpile, and if it's frozen, then your pipe will explode, and it's like, what, $3,000 if you want to?
Yeah, it can cause a lot of collateral damage if your exterior spigot freezes and explodes.
So the next one, as you're raking your leaves, why don't you go over with your lawnmower and just mulch over that, because it'll get into the lawn then, and it'll nourish your yard all throughout the winter, so that when the snow melts, then it's easier to bring your grass back to life and just get all that nutrients in there. Look for dead tree limbs to take down. So if you have trees that are nearby and there's some dead tree limbs, like there's going to be snow that are piling up on top of those, and it's going to be heavy, and so you don't want that breaking midwinter, and so you might as well just cut it off yourself, save some property damage, maybe an insurance claim. And then finally, just check and service your snowblower. Unless you go by hand, then all power to you. But if you have a snowblower, you want to make it easier, because again, that would be awful if you only have a couple minutes to get to work, and you gotta shovel your whole driveway by hand.
I think the biggest one is that furnace one. I had my furnace serviced last year, and the guy that we use, like, hey, just pay attention to this piece because it might go out within the next 2 years. And then sure enough, 2 months later, it went out. Thankfully, he was able to replace the blower in it, and then Now I can't even hear it, which is kind of scary. But as long as it provides heat, so that matters. So don't do it I don't do it personally every year. I don't know if you do, but at least I try to do every 2 years at least.
One thing too, I used to feel pretty guilty about not raking my leaves, but a few years ago, started mowing it or just having it mowed over. It's like, and it actually provides nutrients. It's like, it's so much easier than raking. Raking is just a lot of times, my neighborhood, a fool's errand because the next day it just keeps happening. So I just mow over it if your mower's in good shape. But I like the idea too of just getting all your shovels, your snow blowers, and get your summer yard equipment back in your shed or a different spot in your garage and get everything ready to go. Get ready to rock. A lot of times to really retain or actually increase the value of your property is just taking care of it. And so winter is really important. You just take care of these little things. Spend like an hour on this list. We'll provide a blog on it as well and a postcard if you want it. We'll go through just kind of a quick checklist and just cross off it, just get it done. Some of it's not applicable, but some of these things, especially furnish, just get that service. So
I would agree, at least raking of the leaves too. I mean, my first year as a homeowner, maybe the first 2 years, I did not rake my leaves, and then my grass died.
Oof. So you should mow it.
So now I mow it and rake it. And, the part of the mowing where I live in, you can burn it, so it's like just smoke everywhere, which is great.
That's right. All right, cool. Well, that's it. Hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions about your value of your property or have any questions, just reach out to us. Thanks.